Can you put a dollar value on whiteness, on white skin, on being white in America? Tracie McMillan thinks you can, and I'm inclined to agree. I just read this book, The White Bonus, 5 Families and the Cash Value of Racism in America. Now this one's amazing, and McMillan is going to get so much hate for this, so let's give her some love for her bravery and honesty. Basically, she looked at all of the perks, advantages, programs, tax incentives, etc. that her white family were able to take advantage of and therefore use to help her, which weren't equally available to everyone. And she took out her calculator and she added it up. It's such a great heuristic device. That just means learning tool, to help white people recognize some of the advantages that we've been born with and have been taught not to see. What it does is it shows us how these advantages compound over time. So McMillan herself didn't come from a rich family. She's been scraping by like most Americans. But despite this, the financial advantages she has experienced because of her race are so numerous that she wrote a whole book about it. Her grandparents were the beneficiaries of dozens of federal programs that largely excluded Black people, and that allowed them to build wealth that they could pass on to the next generation. So let's go one step further here. If one group of people, say billionaires, gets a tax break, where does that come from? Right? That comes from us. We have to pay higher taxes to subsidize that. Well, that's how it works with race too. For every federal program and tax break that white silent gen and boomers got, Black people had to subsidize it. That is how you legally rob from one group to give to another. Over time, that can lead to hundreds of thousands of dollars, which explains the wealth gap between Blacks and whites in this country. So if you're a white person and you've received or inherited money from family, I'm not saying it's necessarily a bad thing, but I'm saying that it's a really bad thing that many Black people weren't able to get that same help, right? So I bet we all know someone who needs to read this book. If you've got a person in mind, this is your cue to go buy it.